Welcome to Drafts and Dragons. My name's Noah, and today I just told Richard, I said, I finally have an author on here whose work I actually respect. So I have... I'm gonna try to be really cognizant for you guys and just stay really professional about everything, because I know everybody's gonna want to hear everything Richard has to say, right?
Sure.
That's pretty normal, but I am actually, in all seriousness, Richard is one of my. I've really only started reading in the last 3 years or so, so I can't put you in the top 3 yet. Like I can't get you, that's not fair.
I think you can.
The other. Oh, I can't. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
take the number one spot.
Okay.
I'm happy with
I mean, he's pushing up there. Usually, when someone asks me my top 5, Richard's name's usually going to come up. And I just can't speak highly enough about his work. I love his books. Anything he writes, I'm into. So yeah, I am super excited to talk to you because, really, what I do is just try to find stuff that I can steal from other authors.
Of course.
To put into my own work. So
yes, absolutely. I've got my list of ideas here ready to go.
Yeah. So, go ahead and just let me know
where to get your ideas from.
Yep. That's exactly what I want to know. So now I do want to point out we're on a little different time schedule here.
Yes.
It's tomorrow, right? No, it's Wednesday
is.
there.
It's Wednesday, 1 o'clock
morning?
in the afternoon.
Okay, yes. It's 8 o'clock at night here on Tuesday.
Where are you?
I'm in Seattle.
Okay.
So
got a trip to Seattle planned.
I saw that. Yes, I bought tickets.
Good man.
I did.
It's not been announced
I don't
yet.
know. I saw it come up, so I just did it.
The week after Worldcon.
Yeah, there was. I saw. Maybe I just clicked the reminder thing on Eventbrite. I just remember someone. So we have a pretty good. You'll see when you're in Seattle. You'll have a good turnout from people who.
Oh, nice.
Are excited to see us.
I like Seattle. I've been once before.
Yeah, it's great. And we have a great book community here that's we see each other all the time. Cool. At least once a month we're getting together to do stuff. So I know that was the group where someone posted something about you in Seattle, and then we all clicked it. So
excellent. I'll meet you in person then.
That'd be great.
In 2 months.
I mean, unless I'm gone. I have 3 children, so I never know.
I have 3 children.
Look at us.
3 different children to yours, I should add, just in case that wasn't clear.
Yes. Well, I have 3 girls. Do you have 3 boys?
I have 3 boys. Yeah, I do actually. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like we might be able to.
Some sort of dynastic alliance in the works.
It's I'm curious. I always, whenever I talk about kids, it's always because I come from a ton of boys,
right?
All my cousins, brothers, and I'm just thinking man, if I had all boys, I would probably just be the worst dad. I don't know.
No, they're good. They are good children. My eldest is sort of getting into gaming now, so.
Oh, how old is your?
He's turning 9 in June, and so we've got him a Switch for his birthday. So just to keep him off my Xbox, actually, because he's sort of taken over that a little bit with his FIFA bullshit. I'm more of a Halo guy myself, so I'm looking forward to it.
He's going to be ready soon.
Right? It is. Yeah.
So, because when I would have started playing Halo, when I was 11, I think Halo came out.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
2001, is that right?
11, 12.
Right.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah, I was born in 90, so.
I was born in 89. So the maths is mathing.
That's why we both are complaining about our hair and children staying off our consoles.
We should talk about something. We should talk about books.
Yeah, we should. Well, listen. This is the thing about what I've learned with podcast. I know I'm not talking about books at all, but so I do. So I don't know. Do you know Maurice Affridge, Cello's Gate?
I actually got an arc of that a couple of months ago.
Okay,
yeah,
you should read it. It's very good.
I have read it. It's very good.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Look at the back of it. My name's on it.
Is it? It's dog shit. I'll immediately take that back.
Me and him and another one of our friends, Will, we do a Malazan podcast.
Okay. I've not read Malazan.
Yeah. Well, neither. I hadn't read it all.
I own the first one. I have not read it, but I've got it on paperback somewhere.
I mean, it's incredible. But
okay.
I'll say so we have 500 people in Fable that we're taking through the book. So we have a giant book club. So we do a weekly podcast for that.
Yeah.
And that was my first experience between podcasts. And if I found out anything, the ones that get the most watches are when we don't talk about Malazan.
Yeah, I can believe that. Yeah.
I don't know what it is with people. I don't get that. I'm not a big podcast guy. I mean, like on my own. Like I don't listen to podcasts really.
I only listen to Hardcore History, to be honest.
Yes, Hardcore History is great.
Which I love.
You only get like one every what? 2?
Oh,
yes.
It's at least a couple of years at this point.
Yeah. What was the last one? What was the last one I listened to?
It's about Alexander the Great.
I have not listened to that one.
They're good.
Okay. Good to know.
I mean, I
do love Hardcore History. That's great.
Same,
I just listen to audiobooks. I drive a lot for work. So.
Okay. I don't. I don't listen to audiobooks ever. I'm very much a reader of physical books. I don't even read ebooks.
So if I was a stay-at-home, if I was at home more, I would. If I was in the car less,
yes,
I would listen to less audiobooks because I don't listen to audiobooks at home unless I'm like doing yard work or something or painting or whatever. But like I can't just sit and listen to an audiobook. It's not possible.
I don't think anybody does that though, do they?
No. They do it.
Literally, nobody does that.
No. Figuratively, maybe.
I'll stand by it. Yeah.
Dude, there's some audiobook people are audiobook people, man.
Aficionados. I don't doubt it.
Yeah, and I'll say,
out there.
I mean, I guess we can talk about books for a second. But,
sure.
So with my book, my biggest thing was, you know, because I was planning to self-publish. Like I just wanted to do it on my own.
Right.
Because, you know, I have my job. I do that. I got my family. I just wanted to put my book out.
Okay.
And I ended up getting... because I'm in the book space and have been for a few years now, like I understand how important audio is for people, and like how that drives so much of your sales, and then also reviews.
Sure.
And so I just always knew, I was like, no matter what, like I have to do an audiobook.
Yeah,
I have to do it.
Interesting.
Because there's just people who wouldn't. Like I would lose out, you know, on half the people who ask about it who would just do it on audio.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, I was very lucky and got, well, not lucky. Come on, I did a great job and got an audio deal. But yeah.
So you've got a novel coming out.
Yes, right here. There it is. Tethered God.
Is that yours?
Yeah. Here, hold on. I'll show you.
Hold it a bit closer.
Thank you, Displate, for sending this over.
Very nice. And is that, are you doing that, or is someone else doing that, publishing that?
So Podium is doing my audio.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm doing everything
else. Got it.
Just because it's a long story. I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it indie. That's what I have some other stuff right now that might not be indie. I know I found out when you started like writing for real, you just keep going.
Yeah.
Like I cannot, literally before this, I just got, I'm working on a lit RBG as well right now, and I just got all the stuff back from betas, so I'm trying to get through all that so I can send it over to someone. I can't announce anything yet, but I'm sending stuff over to someone. I need to get all that beta stuff done so I can get it over. But it's just been it's been crazy. And I know, and that's one thing I wanted to ask you about, because obviously you're working on I mean, probably more. You're probably working on some Warhammer stuff too, right? But
I've got it on the screen right now. I'm literally looking at it.
I knew it.
There it is.
I have a camera right behind you. So you obviously are doing multiple projects, and I have people that like ask me about that, and my answer is always like, it's just it. I think it makes my other stuff better when I have multiple things going on, because I can, if I get frustrated or just need like a week away or something. Or something, you know, is with a beta, or, you know, whoever has it. It's like I can just step back and put my brain into something else. And I know you with Infinite State, and then Grave Empire. What's the name of the second series?
Grave
Empire?
Great Silence.
The Great Silence. So that and Infinite State, obviously very different books.
Yes.
Right? And then my two books, I have a dark horror fantasy, and then like a ridiculous lit RPG, totally different books. And for me, it's just been so like healthy, I feel like, for my brain to work on both of them kind of at the same time, you know, back and forth.
I've kind of hated it, to be honest.
Yeah.
The reason I'm doing, so normally the way I work is I write in the morning, and then there's always some other project I'm doing in the afternoon. Editing or copy editing or proofreading or some emails or whatever. And it's rare for me to be writing projects concurrently. The reason I have been this year is because I did a Warhammer book last year, and they said, "Do you want to do another one?" And I said yes, because I've been doing it for years, and so they said, "Oh, do you want to do another one?" And I said, I don't really have the time to do it, to be honest, because I was writing Great Silence, which I've just finished, and I was writing The Infinite State, and then writing the sequel to The Infinite State, which I've just finished the first draft of, and then I was doing like a novella for Adrian at Grimdark magazine, and a few other bits and pieces, and I was like, I don't really have time for it.
Yeah.
But I really want to do it, and I find it really difficult to say no to things. So I said I would do it.
Especially when they sound cool, right? It's
I mean, especially if it's something you want to do. And so I said yes, and they said, okay, well, here's what we're thinking. And I said, I've got a better idea. And I took what they were thinking, and I sort of turned it into something else. And I sent it back, and they said, sounds wicked. Yes, please do that. And so they gave me until the end of June. And so I've been writing that in my afternoons and the second Decurion book in the mornings. And
okay, so you're writing two books in the same day.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm not that crazy.
No, which is a nightmare. Well, I'm just exhausted. It's because what I used to when I first started writing full time back in 2020, I would write in the morning. Yeah. I would write in the morning for kind of like 2 or 3 hours, and they'd be like, well, I'm pooped. That's it, and then I would just sort of, put on like a Star Wars movie or something in the afternoon. Well, my son, I only had one boy at the time, and I said to Sophie, my wife, there's got to be a better way of using this time. And she was like, yeah, because she was obviously she was at that point, she was the sort of breadwinner of the family, and I was just writing because we just moved to Australia. And so I was like, I gotta spend this time better, and so I forced myself to just carry on in the afternoon. I would take a break over lunch, and I would just sit down at my desk, and I'd go again. And it took months, almost of like conditioning, to be able to work creatively all day, because writing creatively is tiring. It takes a lot out of you. Absolutely, and it's one of those things. It's difficult because obviously people assume that because you love it and because it's something that you want to do and enjoy doing, it therefore can't be taxing. But actually, it's the opposite is true. I think it's at the end of the day, I'm totally drained. So I normally try and avoid writing 2 books concurrently. But if I didn't do it this way, the publishing timeline would just be so far out of whack. If I had wanted this book to come out, this second Warhammer book to come out next year, I was going to have to do it in the first half of this year. So I have.
That's obviously. If people don't know you or don't follow you, you're obviously a big Warhammer guy. So it's like that's a special place for you, right?
For sure.
That's worth being. If Disney calls me, they're like, "Hey, Noah, you want to write a Star Wars book?" Then yes, obviously. Obviously.
Oh, mate, I can see is that Anakin and Obi-Wan?
Oh yeah.
I've got Commander Cody look in my hand as I'm just fiddling with him.
I got an Ahsoka on my mic. I got a Thrawn.
There's a man who saw Attack of the Clones in the cinema.
I did. Hey, you're 89. You know the age.
Oh, mate,
perfect ages.
I love those movies.
I love all Star Wars. I'm not one of those people. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, but I'm also not a Star Wars gatekeeper at all, man. I'm like, especially having girls and seeing them like love Rey and stuff. And
that would be different for you, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, it's very different because they have like their Rey outfits. It's like I can't dislike that.
Right. No, of course. No. My sons haven't really watched Star Wars actually yet. I think they watched A New Hope, and my middle son just didn't understand what was going on at all.
Oh yeah, that's.
But I did. I wasn't a huge. To be honest with you, I wasn't a huge fan of the sequels. I thought they were a bit incoherent. But and then they massacred Obi-Wan in the TV series, and I was like, what are we even doing here, guys? Like,
I know that was. I had an Obi-Wan lightsaber tattoo before that series. I want to point.
Yeah. I don't know what. I don't know. I've kind of gone off the boil with it ever since. I'm not like a big hater or anything. I just think it's lost its way.
It's been just so integral to my life. Like that was so we moved across country when I was young in America.
Right.
It's a pretty large country. I mean, you live in Australia now, so
Yeah, I went. Don't worry. But, it's a big old country. Yeah.
So basically, at a weird age, it was just like me and my little brother.
Right.
And in that time, like, we watched my dad's like Star Wars VHS tape collection,
Amazing.
Like nonstop all the time.
Right.
And then, my dad took us out of school in what year did Phantom Menace come out? 98, something like that.
Was it 99, I think, maybe?
Yeah, something like that. Took us out of school to go see it. So it's just like, so in my brain, I just can't. Like, I cannot leave.
No, but I think I think that's why, though, people are so religious about different eras, right? Because it's almost entirely the one that they happen to grow up with. There will be people who feel very strongly about the sequels, in the next decade or so. Those people are objectively wrong. But of all the Star Wars fans, they're the only incorrect ones. Actually,
you're the only wrong ones.
Yeah. Everything else is debatable, but they are objectively incorrect.
I didn't mind Last Jedi just because it was so ridiculous. But
to be honest with you, I struggled to remember them. I didn't like the first one because I thought this is just a New Hope again.
It was.
Why have they done this? It's basically like a reboot. And the other two, to be honest with you, I can't really. I struggle to think of what happened in them.
Your kids will want to watch them eventually.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get back to them, definitely.
You'll get there. So obviously, Warhammer, that's a big thing, and that's worth it to you, right? Like the time.
Yeah, I would have done that for free, to be honest. And they don't pay a lot of money for those books. But I did sort of try and negotiate.
They sure cost a lot of money, those books, when they're.
Yeah, they've kind of. They just charge what people are willing to pay. Ultimately, I think.
I'll never get rid of my paperback Warhammer stuff. Like, I just have it because when I see it at a used bookstore, it's like $75 for a.
So the problem with not the problem, but the Black Library, which is the publishing arm of Warhammer, is essentially a small press. So they will do quite a limited run of paperbacks, and then they'll just never be reprinted. So you just buy it while you can if you like it. Is what I say. Yeah, because I've got some old Eisenhorn omnibus that's probably worth about £2,000 now, and it's literally just the old paperback.
Yes,
trilogy.
I can see my paperback Eisenhorn omnibus right there.
Yeah. If it's the one with the original artwork on from like the 90s,
yes,
that is worth a lot of money.
The big ugly one, but not ugly.
No, it's not ugly. It's gorgeous, like Grigor himself.
It is gorgeous.
He's a handsome gentleman.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stretch myself looking up Warhammer art. So tell me, when it comes to, I'm really curious about Infinite State.
Okay.
Just because I'm not going to get into spoilers with any, nobody worry about that. I'm not going to get into that stuff. But I really, really enjoy. I read it. I don't know if you remember. I begged for it over DMs and you emailed it.
Right. That sounds about right.
That was a long time ago.
Okay.
I know. I was like, it wasn't even announced. I was like, God, I want to talk about this book, but I can't talk about this book.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Thank
you.
Loved it very much. Man. I'm curious when it comes to, because you write in two different spaces, but they're also pretty niche spaces,
right?
When it comes to what they are, like subgenreized. So like, dark or horror fantasy, and then kind of like, your sci-fi or whatever. I don't know what you call Infinite State. Cyberpunk. I guess
it would have to be like a space opera, wouldn't it? Like I've struggled with friends and quote unquote colleagues trying to define the subgenre, but it has to be space opera. I think.
Those are just like, it's so interesting to me because those are like two genres that you just don't really see big publishers pushing that often.
No.
Obviously, Sun Eater helped a little bit, I'm sure, with the Infinite State thing. That kind of,
Yeah. Well, maybe,
not that those are anything alike. I'm not.
No. I didn't take it to in that way.
No, I'm just saying that beforehand, before someone comments saying.
Right.
Something
outrageous.
Trust me. I know how these people are.
These feral listeners.
They're waiting for me to mess up anywhere.
They're just waiting in the wings.
Yes.
Yes.
But I am curious. So when it comes to those books, because I always saw those as kind of I don't want to say niche, because they're pretty popular books. Like they've done very well, and people do. Like, I see people talk about them, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And how is Infinite State? How's that doing compared to like Grave Empire? Like when it comes, I'm not trying to get like sales numbers or anything, but like, do you feel
well, it's
like
not,
there's good
it's not been released
momentum
yet,
there?
so there are no
Yeah, yeah.
sales numbers.
So you guys don't even have like pre-order. You guys don't see any of that stuff, like any
Oh,
hype stuff, or
I mean, there will be pre-orders numbers somewhere
Yeah.
with the publisher, yeah, but it's not out for 2 months.
I see.
So it's
is it still 2 months away?
it's August, yeah. It's
know
so yeah, I don't know. I mean, the only thing to sort of gauge it by will be, and is the marketing plan from Tor and Glance, because Glance have the UK and Commonwealth rights, and Tor have the North American rights, hence the two different covers. And you can get a pretty good. I mean, I've been published with Orbit for 4 years now, and so you can get a sense of how a book is being positioned based on what they're willing to do to position it. And Tor especially are putting a lot behind it.
They're great.
And as they are very good, yeah. And as a result, I think more often than not, financially it will do well. Critically is another question entirely. But you know, there's the only real indicator of a book's financial success and health is how much a publisher is willing to sort of put behind it. And if they do push it, it more often than not it will it'll hit a certain level of success, and then the rest is kind of in the lap of the gods. But you know, look, if you just released a book, I think it was Evan Winter said once, the default state of any novel is invisibility, and I thought that is so pithy. That is exactly right, and the only way. I mean, I had this experience. I was self-publishing like 10 years ago, right? I self-published a trilogy of space operas, more of your classic space operas with, you know, aliens and warfare and shit going on in there, and that they actually did sort of fairly well in this considering how little I actually did to kind of push them. Or I did the classic kind of like bumbling around in the dark. Or I create a Twitter account and then I sort of am following other self-published authors, and all we're all doing is just all shouting at each other to buy our, you know, and you think there's no readers or customers reading any of this. This is just other desperate people, each shilling their book. And so, but anyway, but they did okay, you know, and they sell pretty well now, just because of my other kind of normal stuff, trad stuff that's kind of pulling people in. But at the time, they were sort of doing okay, and then it started to die off, right? And I didn't have the time or the inclination. I was a lawyer, I was very busy. I didn't have the time or the inclination to kind of really push those. And then I wrote another book called Earth Remembers, which was a diesel punk, kind of pulpy sci-fi military space opera, right?
Very marketable.
You think so. Oh, and anyway, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm in now. This is great. And I released that quite cockily. And I think to this, I mean, I've depublished it now, but I mean, to this day, it sold something like 10 copies or something.
We got to get it back out. I bet I could sell you 1,000 of them.
Well, I've probably cannibalized it for so many like names and elements and plot threads now. Like, you know, it's just been hollowed out creatively. There's nothing left. But what it made me realize was about self-publishing, or certainly, and I say self-publishing at least as it was in 2017, 2018, and in my experience was. You've got to be on the marketing. You've got to be spending money on the marketing. You've got to be very savvy about how you approach it. And there's a whole cottage industry around that now that maybe was in its infancy back then. But I released that book and just fuck all happened with it, right? I mean, it was just dead on arrival. And I thought, you know what? I am not going to spend 6 months or whatever writing a novel only for this to happen. Like I've had a taste of an audience now, and I need more. And so I sort of turned my back on that a little bit. But why was I talking about that? I always do this. Like, so I go down a rabbit hole and then I completely forgot what my original point was.
You had me so engrossed in this.
No,
I was waiting. We were talking about like visibility for a book, and like
right.
Markers
so,
if it's going to do well.
Yes, thank you. So what it taught me was the marketing push that a book gets is crucial, and that was never truer than in the modern day. I think something like 4 million books were published in the States alone last year.
Yeah, that's insane.
So
speaking of marketing, give me a second here. I gotta.
That's all right. Get your display back up.
Yeah, I gotta make sure people can see that. Okay, go.
And so I thought, and so when you get a marketing plan, which publishers, I feel like they may be legally obliged to provide these. I'm not quite sure, but you always get one.
Yeah, I just got mine in my email today from an audiobook, and it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Well, they've
I got it, guys.
They got a list of stuff on there about what they're going to
Yeah.
do, and you can normally tell pretty quickly. I mean, it obviously depends how long it is, right? If it's 3 bullet points, you might be a bit stuffed. If it's 5 pages, then you know you're on safer ground. And I think with the Tor one at least, and certainly when you start seeing them spending money on marketing, paid ads, placements in XYZ,
that's what you want.
which is what, of course,
Yeah.
with Infinite State. And I thought, oh, good, they are going to. Whatever happens critically, commercially at least, we should be on, touch wood,
Yeah, because
moderately safe ground.
They know that's got movie potential, so they're gonna put that.
It's got that sweet Apple TV 20 episode.
I'm sure you'd be fine with that too.
I'd take it. No, I'd turn it down actually. I'm very the creative integrity. It does have the movie potential, but I think it's just a book that the bellwether for me was my father-in-law borrowed an Ark. I had about a stack of 5 of them at home that Tor sent over. My father-in-law borrowed one without me knowing, which is fine, by the way. And although he did give it back, and he had circled a typo in it in biro, and I was like, these are proofs that haven't been proofread. Like, this is valueless now. But he loved it, and he is not a genre reader. He's a guy he's 70 this year. But he just ripped through it, and I thought, you know what, that means a good sign. That means something. I don't know what it means, but it means something. This 60 to 70 demographic. I mean,
if you're selling it to 70-year-olds, you're going to be selling some books.
Oh yeah,
physical.
That's true. Actually, physical. They're big readers, aren't they? So I'm hoping it'll do well. I've got a lot of hopes pinned. Maybe too high hopes for that book. Actually,
I would actually make them higher.
Oh, you reckon?
Yes, okay. I would.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna. People are hungry for that setting, and I think the pace of that book is just gonna. It's gonna be one of those books. At least, like, looking at it from my social media, standpoint. It's one of those books that's gonna be easy to go on a ton of different recommendation lists because the pacing, unique, and even though it's not like, this isn't like a diss at all. Like, not that it's crazy unique or anything, but it's different from. But it's different. It's different than what we're pushing. Yeah, it's different than what's being pushed.
Yeah, sure.
So it's one of those things where people are going to bring it up a lot, and I think it's probably going to get traction online when it does come out.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, I'll whine about it. Although I need one of the UK cover. I want that UK cover.
It's great, isn't it?
Jealous.
Yeah. There's some cool. There's some cool versions of the novel coming out, shall we say, and the UK cover especially is very pretty indeed. So, and
I'll say I'm going to be honest. Mm-hmm. You have some of my favorite covers of all time are. I've done well, haven't I? Dude, so obviously, Empire of Silence, great covers, very different.
Great silence,
sure. So this cover that I did. Mm-hmm. Was all your covers. Here, I'll take it off again.
Show me again. No, don't put it back up.
This was so I got a great office with Maximiliano. I forget his last name. He does Broken Binding stuff. But
right, it's very good.
So what I did, your covers were all my comps.
Right. Yeah, nice.
At first,
Martina will be thrilled.
Yeah. Well, I tried to go that route first. Didn't work.
She's expensive.
Yeah, well, she's. I wasn't worried about that. I'm going to be honest with you.
Sure. Money's no object.
Look, I'm just saying.
The day job going well.
It's going all right. So the indie space. I mean, dude, a good cover does so much for your book.
Of course.
So it was like that was the big. I knew that was gonna be the biggest part of my budget. Like,
Yes.
I wanted that to be part of it. And I was you and Mark Lawrence. I was like, these are the covers I want.
Right.
These are the covers I want.
Yeah.
And Maximiliano just did all this stuff for Faithful and the Fallen for John Gwynn on the Broken Binding. He's doing all the special edition ones with them.
They were beautiful.
And yeah, so I know I saw those. I just messaged him. I was like, "Hey, you want to work for me?"
Money's no object.
Yeah, I said, "How much you want?"
By the way, I'm flush.
Yeah,
Yeah. Here's a blank check.
Yeah, I locked those. I know, and the Faithful and Fallen aren't out yet, so I did lock him in for 3 covers before he gets because he's
Super
about to be
expensive.
famous. So.
Well, they do get expensive. I don't know. God knows what they cost now, but I mean, even when I was doing it, they weren't cheap.
Well, like for example, someone like Chris McGrath, I just use him because I talked to him. So he does obviously great character work in these covers, and he's about $6,500 for a cover.
Funny.
So, and he's booked out for a year and a half.
That's a good gig if you can get.
So yeah, I mean, I wish I could do art, but
I wish I could do art. I feel like it's one of those things that a lot of writers probably wish they could do.
you save a lot of money, wouldn't you?
Well, quite, yeah. Or just, I mean, and also just have the kind of ability just to kind of, here's Andrea Stewart can do this. She's a tremendous artist. She can draw like her own character portraits.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, I would love to be able to do that.
That's what I mean. To be able to just, rather than, anyway.
Well, it's fine. I think Infinite State's going to do well. Your covers
Thanks,
your covers are obviously the best covers ever.
They are.
I know all your art. Your art is always so good.
I've done very well. I've done very well with art. I don't know what it is. Just stars just aligned, I think.
Yeah.
My publishing team at Orbit and have done great. I think it was because Martina was doing the special editions of The Witcher at the time.
Oh, they're so good.
From memory, and they said, "Oh, hey,
yeah, I got all those two up there. They're right next to your books, actually.
Oh, amazing! Yeah. So she just happened to be in conversation with Lauren Panapinto, who's the art director at New York, Orbit New York, and so she was available. And then she was already quite big in Magic the Gathering, I think. She did a lot of artwork for them, and then she just kind of exploded. And Philip Harris does My Great Silence ones, which I really like. They're kind of
they're so good.
All the little bits and pieces on there.
I love that.
They're wicked. Yeah.
I'm very open to different types of covers. I mean, I love character centric covers. I mean, that just speaks me. Probably because I'm such a big like Wheel of Time fan.
Right.
It's just like that look. There's something about it just sucks me in.
Sure.
But yeah, I love that. So that was really important to me in my book, just because for anyone, it wasn't. I'm gonna be honest. The cover was for me because I wanted pictures of it up all over.
Yeah. Get it
not
signed.
Against it. Yeah, by myself.
By the artist.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's Canadian. He might not talk to me in real life.
You're pretty close to Canada. You throw a stone and you're in Canada,
yeah,
right?
he's on the other side. He's on the eastern side.
Okay.
So,
bad
yeah,
luck.
and that's a really long way away.
Yeah.
Canada and America take up some space.
I'll say a lot of empty space.
Yeah, I know, because it's like I'm from like around Chicago,
right?
So I'm going. My brother's having his first kid in like 2 weeks, so we're flying. I'm just flying back because I don't need to take 3 of my little kids to go see a baby.
No, sure.
But one of the big reasons they're not going to see the baby is because it's a 4-hour flight to get halfway across the country.
Jeez, yeah.
So it's one of those things that I don't think everybody realizes that until they're here. They're like, oh, okay.
No, that's right. No. Same with Australia, actually. It's you can fly for 5 hours and you haven't left yet.
And I gotta. I do. I talk to a lot of Australians.
Oh yeah.
Instagram for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. I don't even talk to a lot of Australians. And I don't
know. They're one of my biggest. Besides Americans, that's my second biggest following is Australians.
Okay.
I think
it's probably me. Algorithmically,
that might be it.
They're just being pulled. I'm the conduit.
It's either that or Jay Kristoff is going to come on in a couple of weeks.
Oh, well, there you go.
And we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But
yeah.
I know everybody. I know when I was talking to some friends saying that you were going to come on. The Australians, and they were really excited. I guess they just see you as an Australian.
I will be soon. I will.
Yeah.
I will apply for citizenship.
Because didn't you go? I think in my time that I've been online, you've gone back and forth.
Yeah, like 3 times.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
know where you live. That's why
Yeah,
when I
no.
messaged you, I was like, I don't know where you live.
I live in Sydney now.
Okay,
I'll be in Sydney for a while. I just bought a house here, so I'll be here for a while.
Yeah, so this will be a really good topic. So a lot of people listening to this are authors or want to be authors. How do you, as an author, buy a house?
Well, you make a lot of money,
Okay, that's number one.
and then you buy a house with it.
That sounds. That's what
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, no, to be honest with you, I think last year, no, when was it? When I first started writing full time. So I was a lawyer, right? So I was a lawyer
Sure.
for
Von
10 years. I was Von Volt
Yeah.
for a decade. So, obviously I was financially very comfortably off at that point in time. And then I stopped doing that. We moved to Australia, and I said to Sophie, if we move to Sydney, I want to write full time.
Is your wife Australian or something? Is that why?
She is, yeah.
Okay, that would
And-
make sense. It would. I guess it'd be interesting if you weren't, and you guys just.
Yeah, well, there's lots of British people here, though. To be fair, and so we moved over, and I started writing full time. And at that point, I was the poorest I had been in a decade, because
Because you
although
get used to a certain amount of money.
of course, and but also I was just being paid the least amount of money I'd ever been paid, because I was.
Sure.
The money that I got as an advance for Empire of the Wolf was a large sum of money in an objective sense, but you don't get paid all in one go. You get it paid over like 3 years.
Milestones and stuff.
Yeah, so actually it was more like being on minimum wage. And it wasn't until I think 2 years ago, I think it was about 2 years ago, when I started getting royalties on that contract, and I signed a new contract with Tor and Gallant and a couple of other things, and everything just started all piling up.
Tor will take care of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they were all decent contracts. They were all figure.
Let's not make everybody
contracts.
jealous. We don't need to go.
We do need to go there. They gave me $10 million. Fucking hell. But the point is, I think if I was just being my point is this: if I was just being published by Orbit or any given publisher, with a quote unquote 6-figure deal on an annual basis, it's actually a fairly modest sum of money.
Yeah, it's not as much as people imagine.
No, but
usually.
now I've got like 3 concurrent deals, plus one of them is earned out. So now, but I will say, yes, it's going very well financially, but it's only been in the last year or two that has happened. Whereas before, if I had just been earning that one contract book money, I'd have really struggled to buy a house, to be honest.
Yeah, I think, and I think that shocks a lot of people. I mean, if you're not really out there like going for it and getting deals and like making stuff happen, you're probably gonna need another job.
Yeah, or a partner who has a job.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I got married.
Yeah.
So that's...
I mean, Sophie works as well, so there was the that was the smoothing effect on the family finances.
It's I get in that conversation a lot because obviously I work with a lot of indie authors on my page just because that's what I feel like they need it the most, or they're the most fun to work with, honestly. And then they get big into talking more. Like Ryan Kyle doesn't talk to me anymore, so
no. He might not like you personally, though. Have you thought about that?
I mean, we fight a lot. But, and then he sends me like a nice, lovely message like he did this morning. I'm like, I know secretly you love me.
He's sort of like a beaten... Oh, I don't say beaten wife. That's probably not a... That's not kosher, is it?
Me and Ryan have hung out a few times because he obviously does tours all the time for some
reason. Yeah.
So,
I saw him a couple of months or so ago in.
You guys had a My friend Meg went to that. She was very excited because she loves.
Oh, cool.
You.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was really good fun. I had a really good time.
Yeah, because So I don't know what I was talking about. I think I was talking shit about Ryan.
Yes, no, you were saying that you champion indie authors on your Instagram page, I think.
Yes, I love working with indie authors, and a lot of indie authors, like I don't know, sometimes they'll look at like a trad author, or they won't really understand that it's not they're not just like rolling in cash like Brandon Sanderson.
No.
You know?
No. I would say what I would say is, because there's a lot of discourse around the two halves of the coin, and what I would say is the people at the top on both sides are rolling in it.
Yeah.
And the other, the bottom 95% on both
They're
sides,
just like, wait,
are not.
Yeah.
And I think it's, you know, there are, I mean, I know for a fact there are some indie authors who are making absolute bank. And there are some trad authors who make literally millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And the opposite is true on both sides as well. You know, the top is always going to be well off, no matter what your route to publishing is. But they're just very different models. I think indie favours lots of books all the time. If you all the indie authors I know who are doing very well are turning out like 5 books a year.
Yeah, I just had Seth Ring on last week, and he does. You know, he makes 7 figures, but he also writes, you know, 5 to 8 books a year.
Right. You know, exactly, and that's I mean, I couldn't do that. I physically could not turn.
I might be able to do
books.
it for $1 million.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah.
If someone's like, "I'll give
Yeah,
you $1
you know
million
what?
if you write 7 books," you'd be like, "You know what? I think
You
I
know
could
what?
probably do it."
I think I've got it in me. I've done a 180. That's true, actually, and also maybe they're short. I don't know. Maybe they're short books.
Yeah. I mean, not really. I mean, he writes, you know, 150,000 words. I would say the average for him. I would guess.
Wow.
So it's not like they're small.
That's longer than mine. Books.
Yeah. Well, I guess the newer ones. So his most recent ones aren't crazy long.
Okay.
They're like they're probably 100.
Yeah, right. Anyway, it's all by the by.
I mean, he still writes a ridiculous amount of books.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, he's a dictator though. So, but you do that too. So you should.
What can I say? I like your T-shirt, by the way. I've just noticed it. That was my first games console.
That was mine.
Was it? What's the first game you played?
First game I played. Oh God.
Mine was Resident
probably,
Evil. It scared the shit out of me.
I think mine was probably Tekken.
Okay.
Because my uncle, who I thought was really cool at the time, who has a ponytail, got that. He's my god. We're Catholic, so he was my godfather. So
okay, sure.
But he was always like my cool, edgy uncle who smoked and was a detective.
Yeah.
But he got me a PlayStation and Tekken because he loved Tekken.
Amazing.
So,
I had my parents got me a PlayStation and they got me Resident Evil with it, and I was too frightened to play it. And so I played the Spyro the Dragon demo disc.
I do love Spyro.
That came with the PlayStation instead.
Yeah. No, I played a ton of Crash. I played a ton of Spyro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Wipeout.
On it because I would have. That was pretty young because really I probably didn't like really start playing games till N64.
Oh.
And I mean I was American.
And here was me thinking you were cool. Never mind. What's the next question?
That was like. You can't like Super Smash Brothers.
Get back to it. I've never played it. I've never played it.
That's insane.
I've never played it.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh shit.
You told me you don't like Zelda?
I've never played it.
That's unbelievable. I cannot believe it.
The only thing I ever played on the N64 was GoldenEye.
I love GoldenEye.
Which is a great game.
Good.
Which is obviously a generation-defining game.
But let's be real. I mean, we're 360 age. That's when
yeah, for sure.
360 was huge. We had an Xbox, and we had an original Xbox, and because we were in Seattle at that time, so Xbox. Everybody in Seattle had an Xbox. I think they just gave them to people who lived here.
Sure. Yeah, same. They give you a kangaroo when you come to Australia.
Yeah.
You get
we get Xboxes.
Yeah, sure. Who had the better deal? Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I'd take the kangaroo probably.
Yeah, they're great. I love them. What's your book question? Come on, what's your next book's question?
Yeah. I know. I'm thinking about.
Focus.
You got me on PlayStation and kangaroo.
Yeah, I know. I'm throwing you all these curveballs.
I usually do this in the morning, except with Australians.
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually I have obviously a weird schedule. I work full time. People don't believe me, but full time. What does that mean? Who knows?
It means 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in an office.
That's what I get paid for. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
There you go.
So I spend a lot of time. So let's talk. Who's the audiobook narrator for Infinite State?
It says 3 of them.
Okay.
Each of the POV characters has a different narrator. We got Nathaniel Priestley again because, well, we were really struggling with Julian actually. So we got Catherine. I think Catherine might be being narrated by someone who also called Catherine, ironically, but I can't quite remember. There's a guy doing the Inspector Cyprian Reese, but he's doing it in a. I asked him to do like a German accent, and he did like a really good one. So that sounds absolutely quality. And then for Julian, we were really struggling, and they sent me like 10, maybe 20 auditions, all different accents, but mostly young guys. And I was listening to them and I was thinking, what is the problem with all of these? I can't understand what it is. And then I realised eventually that it would be better to get, because Julian's only like 20 in the novel, right? And I was thinking it would be better to get an older guy to do a younger man's voice than it would be to get a younger guy to do a younger guy's voice, and all the old guy voices around it, because obviously Julian talks to a lot of older men.
Yeah.
And so we got Nathaniel, who did the male voices on the Great Silence books, and he did an excellent job of those. And so and I was like, "Fuck, let's just get him to do it as well. Yeah. He's great. let's just cut through this." So he's doing it. So that's great. Yeah, it'll be really good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, I was just curious because I've read that. So when I like a book, I love doing because obviously I read a lot of books early.
Right. Sure.
So I know.
I'm a big deal.
I know. My lobster has butter on it. But I do love doing the audio too. Like before because I don't ever post reviews or stuff. I never do reviews or anything or push anything until it's actually out, because I hate talking about a book and then someone gets really excited about it.
Channel on Instagram.
Well, no, I like talking about a book.
I fucking hate books.
I don't like.
I hate reading. I hate books. I hate authors. And I hate Instagram.
It sounds really shitty when
someone's
like, "Oh man, this sounds awesome." No, not that.
Right.
It sounds shitty when they're like, "Oh man, that sounds awesome. I really want to read that book. Where can I get it?" I was like, "Oh well, I got a copy a year early."
Sure. Yeah. Complete it, mate.
And it's not helpful. So I love doing both, and especially someone like I do with Abercrombie too, because I love I love his audiobooks, but not that Abercrombie's that special. I mean, you're better than him.
Oh,
you guys are competitors now.
Stop it. I'm a competitor. I compete with everybody. I don't have any colleagues or even friends. I compete with my own family.
That's perfect. Yeah, I am curious. So when it comes to, we got the audiobook, and then so you have the tour coming up, and that is it, and it's an Infinite State tour, right?
It is. Yeah. So I'm at Worldcon. Yeah. I'm going to Worldcon if I get let into the country.
It's a can't. Oh no, it's LA. It's LA.
It's LA. It's Anaheim. Yeah. Well, it's the border though, mate, isn't it? It's not LA. It's the problem. It's getting out of the airport.
If it doesn't work out, flying to Vancouver, I'll come grab you.
Oh yes, smuggle me overboard. Yeah,
and grab you down. Yeah. It'll be fun.
So I'm going to Worldcon. This is the first time I've been to the States since 2018, where there's some hiking in your wonderful national parks. I went to a gun range, obviously. Shot some guns.
we don't all just go shoot guns.
It was great, man. Everybody was queuing up. All the local Americans were like, "Hey, we came to shoot our guns. You want to come shoot your gun?"
We just grabbed our guns off.
Everyone's got their guns out, walking around with guns. Yeah. Did some shooting, did some hiking, ate a lot of burgers, and then came back. Great. So I haven't been for about 8 years. So I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest. I'm signed up for all sorts of panels. I don't know if I'll get any of them, but I put my hat in the ring.
Yeah, that would be cool. I know. I am bummed I'm going to miss Worldcon this year. But I know it's very annoying too, because Podium was like, "Hey, are you going to Worldcon this year? We can do like a thing." I was like,
"We can put you on our podium."
I can't go. No. I'm going to be in Alaska.
Are you? Amazing.
Yeah. So.
I will not be there. But then I said to my publisher, or rather my publisher said to me, "Do you want to do some events?" And I said yes. And they said, "We'll send you up the West Coast." And I said, "Fantastic." And then I said, "If you're going to send me to, I think it was Seattle, I said, can we do somewhere in the middle?" And they said, "Oh yeah, why don't we do Portland too?" And I said,
"Are you doing? Oh, and I'm guessing, are you going to have Evan do that one with you?"
Yeah.
Evan, I love Evan.
Yeah. Seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, me and Evan are best friends.
I thought I was your best friend.
Well, Philip Quaintrell is my best friend.
Okay, I've never spoken to him.
I thought all British people knew each other.
Is he British?
Yeah. Philip?
Is he?
Philip C. Quaintrell? Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought he was American. Right. Yeah, so I'm going to a bunch of cities on the West Coast, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Are you going to... So, do you know where you're going yet?
Irvine. Is it Irvine or Irvine? Irvine, in California.
Irvine, California. Irvine.
I'm going to Irvine. And then I'm going to Seattle, and then Portland, and then I'm going home.
Okay.
So it's 3 cities.
Those are good. Those aren't bad cities.
I've been to Portland and Seattle before.
Okay, so you've done the Portland and Seattle thing before.
I have driven from San Francisco to Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good drive up 101, like
couple of thousand kilometers. Yeah. Okay. Very possibly that road. Sure.
Yeah. Was it a pretty drive? Was it a pretty drive, or was it American Highway drive?
Oh well, I mean there was some of that, but it was a mostly pine tree.
Okay.
Drive.
You probably went up 101.
Yeah.
We have two highways that go down the whole West Coast.
Right.
We have I-5, which is like the interstate, and then we have 101, which is along the coast.
Yes. No, we did some coastal driving. It was very beautiful.
It's great. It's
very
It's
beautiful.
so pretty. So
lovely.
pretty.
Big old trees.
Very hard. We have all the cool people live here.
That seems...
Robin Hobb lives here.
Okay, nice. I was going to make a joke, but then you said Robin Hobb, and I was like, I can't make that joke anymore.
You can't. She's my best friend. I'll see her tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Didn't you bump me for her like a week ago?
No. So I bumped you because
it doesn't matter. If it's embarrassing, don't say it's okay.
I mean, it's just kids. They rescheduled a baseball game.
Okay.
That's all it was.
That's not a good enough excuse. Did you tell them who you were talking to?
I mean, I'm the coach.
Are you? Oh, okay, right.
I got, if I don't... Sorry, kids. None of the kids are going if I'm not going.
You will coach yourselves today.
Yeah.
I went to a baseball game in Seattle, actually. I watched the Mariners play.
Oh, did you go see the Mariners?
And, I did. And I watched it. And I said to Sophie, about halfway through the game, I said, they didn't hit the ball very often, do they? And she said, no, they don't. And I said, I didn't know that about baseball. I just assumed that they... And I said,
hitting it all the time?
1 in every 3 or 4 pitches they actually connected with the thing. I was like, this is remarkable.
No, they get a hit 1 out of... A really good player gets a hit 1 out of every 3 at-bats.
Yeah, and I tell you something else, another one of my observations was I don't think they intended for the ball to go where it ended up going quite a lot of the time. So even when they did connect with it, it just seemed to go any which way, sometimes even behind them.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, and I was like, they need to move that pitching mound about 100 feet further back.
They've had a lot of conversations about that for a lot of years.
Yeah, right, because it's just too fast.
Pitchers are dominant, man.
They haven't got a hope in hell of hitting the thing.
It's tough.
So that's what I reckon. So you just pass that on to the baseball commissioner or whoever runs the show.
I will. Yes. We actually shoot guns together.
Yeah. Yeah. Just whenever you're next to the gun range, having a burger, just just tell him Richard Swan reckons the pace of play is too fast.
Okay, hold on. Okay, no guns, no baseball. Although I'm not a big gun guy, but I do love baseball. So let's talk. I had Seth Ring on. He was the last one who was on.
Right.
Big dictation guy.
I think you say
big dictation guy.
I think it's something else. Then. Go on.
I don't know. I've never met him in real life. He might. But I know, and you and him were the two that I knew like dictated.
Right.
Because
yes,
I was looking for a way. Now, obviously, I'm fine with typing. That's how I've written these last 2 books that I've written. But right now I'm working with Seth and basically going through one of his courses, and he's been helping me dictate a book.
Right.
So I'm trying to move that just to give myself more time with my family.
Sure.
So I want to know why you dictate, because I have so many people in like writing groups now asking me about it all the time, and I know they're going to want to know why authors dictate.
I dictate because I had to, not because I wanted to, is the short answer. I was doing a piece of legal advice for a client, and it was the Ukrainian National Bank, I think, actually at the time, and I spent about 4 or 5 days in a row writing, scrolling through thousands of documents of evidence, and I must have written
as lawyers do
20,000, 30,000 words of advice, and by the end of it, all of the tendons in my forearms and up the side of my biceps and up into my shoulder were on fire, and I did like super duper turbo RSI, and the doctor said you should not type anything for like 4 to 6 weeks, and I was like, I definitely can't do that. And I said I can take 1 week off, and so my law firm at the time hooked me up with Dragon Professional, which is a dictation software, and I initially hated it, to be honest with you, and
I think that's normal.
Yeah, and then I over time, I love it. I don't even think about it now. But I could probably type now for like a day or two and be okay. But as I learnt, I did a bunch of signing things not long ago.
It can be an issue.
It just flared up again, you know. And I think it's one of those things that actually, once you've had it and had it that badly, you've got it forever. And so I just, dictating is just second nature to me now. And I remember talking to my dad at the time it happened, and I was complaining about it, and he said, well, you know, think about it in this way, you know, all writing is your brain dictating to your hands. So, and I actually, it sounds quite obvious, but it just kind of, when I recalibrated mentally, I was like, yeah, actually, you know what, it's quite an elegant way of putting it, and so now and what it's done actually, it's not, I don't think I'm necessarily faster. I know some people dictate and they are able to turn out vast quantities of material. I don't think actually I'm faster, but what it has done is I do think my writing has become a bit more conversational, which is really interesting. I think you have obviously everybody has a certain narrative style, but when I read my writing back, it's almost it's a little more idiomatic. It's a little more casual in places. It's almost
more
like
natural.
It's like Ryan Rose is a friend and sort of another writer. Described it as it's like you're in conversation with the reader more, and I thought that's an interesting way of putting it. So it has definitely has changed. And what are the downsides though? Is I can't go to a cafe now and write, which it's just a bit annoying. And it's also interesting. I've got the doors open over there now, and my neighbours are up in the garden, and I'll be like, "And then he brutally murdered," you know, and I imagine them sort of listening to me writing some horrible graphic violence scene. So it's got its downsides, but I don't think about it now.
Yeah, that was one of the things that Seth said that kind of got me bought in. Was he was like, you know, just like your dad said, where typing is just your brain taking your hands to type. With dictation, you're taking like the middleman out.
Sure.
With your hands. You're just doing it. You're just doing it. You know, and he's always just like, it's going to be one of the hardest things you do, but once you do it for 20 hours, you're never going to want to stop.
Yeah, I agree with that. I really like it. And now I can't think of writing in any other way, but it's also a bit, you know. And if you listen back to yourself, it sounds bizarre because you'll say something like, you know, open quote, he's gone, full stop, and then capital, blah blah blah, and because you're dictating every aspect of it. It's not just you're saying comma, apostrophe, whatever. It's not just the words. And editing becomes a bit fiddly. I tend to edit with my fingers. But yeah, no,
it's for the cafe.
Yeah, but also you can dictate on the move. Like one of the great things I did. It's actually the first Warhammer novel I wrote. There's a great section in it, and it was just a big brain vomit when I was on a long walk, and I just thought, I felt I was feeling a bit inspired. Sparked up the app and just dictated like probably about 1,000 words over the course of 10 or 15 minutes, and there it was. And it requires a bit of tweaking and fine-tuning, but I thought it was one of the best passages of the novel. So, you know, it's got that going for it as well. You can do it on the move. And I know a friend of a friend, who goes on like long hikes somewhere in America and dictates the entire time. And we'll have like 10,000 words, you know.
Oh yeah, you can get a crazy amount of words done.
So it has that benefit. You can get more words down on the page. Whether or not those words are any good is a different matter. But you know, it can be, and I think you can spend a tremendous amount of time editing, because what you'll find is you get a lot of homophones, right? So and Dragon Professional can kind of adapt your style, and it asks you kind of what accent you have and blah blah blah. But they are unavoidable, and sometimes you'll be reading it back, and instead of saying comprehensively, it'll say computer and Lee or something. It'll say something, and you're like, "What the fuck was I trying to say there?" And and so what exactly? And you've got to try and work it out from the context of what would I say if I was right? And so there is that. So there's a bit more cleanup required. There's no system is perfect, but it's a different way of writing, isn't it?
I mean, I'm cleaning up when I'm typing anyway, so
right.
It's like that's how I looked at it. Where it was, how I was looking at it is like when I type anyway. Like when I'm writing down that first draft, I mean, I'm not really going back. I'm just
right
going.
Yeah,
and then I'll go back and restart.
Yeah, I think
some people can't do that though.
No, everybody's got a different style, haven't they? I don't. I'm not an editor as I write, but I do like what I write to be clean, like physically, like spelt correctly and stuff. Like
my first drafts are atrocious.
Really?
Oh yeah, so bad.
My first draft.
It's actually gotten better with dictation. It's getting better with dictation.
Oh, so you are dictating now? You started doing it?
Yeah. So I started writing a book. I committed to myself by the end of the summer I'm going to write a whole book with dictation.
Okay.
So it's separate from my two, because I have two book ones done in two different stories. I'm not doing those ones. It's something separate. I'm not going to mess with that.
No.
With what I already have there. So, but yeah, so I started 2 weeks ago. And yeah, I'm like 30,000 words in.
Remarkable.
And it's way cleaner.
Right.
Than if I was typing it. So, I'm just trying it. I'm do the 20 hours, see how it goes. Because I work. I mean, I really only write in early mornings or late at night. If I'm not doing something like this. So, yeah. And my wife's a hand therapist. I don't know. Do you guys have an occupational therapist?
Yeah.
Physio, the
physio, yeah.
Yeah, so she's very anti me typing all the time. So
bad for the old tendons,
good.
eh?
Yeah,
I'll get you.
Yeah, she
learn from my mistake.
What's wrong with you? Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, she actually is the one who sent a video to Ryan Kyle on how to sign books.
Oh, interesting.
So he can't hurt himself.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried it every which way because the nest or the shoulder. Fuck me.
I know. She's like telling me how I'm going to do it. I'm like, listen, I'm going to sign like 10. Don't worry.
This is a pipe dream, yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, yeah.
You don't got to worry about my wrist on signing. My grandmas are going to want.
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna. Yeah.
Oh, you're so handsome.
My mom and dad aren't going to want to sign one. My dad's already the guy who like has me blocked on social media because he doesn't like when he's scrolling through stuff and my face comes up.
Amazing.
So.
My parents are like, "Oh, make sure you send us a special edition." And I'm like, "No, you buy the special edition. Like you're supposed to be supporting me, not getting free books. Like, go to the fucking shop and buy one."
They want the broken binding ones.
They do. Yeah. Well, I've got them.
When are you guys? I'm assuming you guys have already signed. You already got it in the books. I'm guessing Empire of the Wolf to do broken binding. I mean, it makes sense. It's got to happen.
I can't.
You probably can't say.
No, I can't.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I'm just gonna say it right here. It's probably gonna happen.
I would be surprised if they didn't.
Definitely.
But it won't be for a while. So I know Matt.
Yeah, sure.
I know Matt
their lineup
moderately well. We've had a few conversations on the phone. He's a lovely guy, and he's tremendously enthusiastic about books, as you might imagine. Weirdly, hates books. And one thing I discovered with these various subscriptions, not so much the general sale, but with the subs, is they don't do or they don't tend to do super recent books. It tends to be more.
Yeah,
kind of
they usually
backlist.
got a little. I know, and that's why I was thinking like you'd probably be good for like late 2020, fall 2027. That would be a good.
Who knows, man? I would be. I don't think it certainly wouldn't be earlier than that. And I would imagine maybe even later. It could be.
Got to be fall.
Good couple of years yet. But I think I'd be surprised if they don't eventually. To be honest, but I can't say.
Yeah, no. Of course you can. I'll just I'll ask over there.
Yeah. You just phone it. They'll tell you.
I'm like, when do I need to restart my subscription?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. They're doing good work though. I love this. I love what they're doing.
Oh, they're so good. Yeah, I love. They're one of the only ones that I'll buy special editions from, just because. I mean, I love Petrick, and they use so many. They're so good at like finding. They do a great job like finding artists who aren't like super famous artists. They make them big artists, which I love.
Absolutely,
Petrick has such a good eye, and then they also do stuff for indies like Philip and Michael.
Yes,
and then Ryan for a while until now. Obviously, Ryan's their cash cow, but
right.
But before it's like it's just cool. Like I felt like they were doing it right. And like, not that anything's wrong with the other places, but they're just grabbing the biggest deals they can get for the most popular books and making special editions out of them.
To be honest with you, I wonder. I'm surprised that the publishers are letting them get away with leaving. They're leaving
because
leaving money on the table,
them, right?
Of course, yeah. Well, they buy the rights to do it from the publishers, so they'll go to Orbit and they'll say, "Oh, can we do Empire of the Wolf, or whatever?" And they'll say, "Sure, it's gonna." But then there's a waterfall, right? So Orbit will take some of that money, and I'll take some of it, and Broker Binding will take some of it. But it's just a license to print money ultimately. Like,
I mean, publishers have been dabbling.
I know. Well,
normal.
The Lycanus trilogy now is getting some very fancy Orbit editions.
That's one of my favorite trilogies ever.
I met James actually recently for the first time. He's a lovely guy.
God, he's so cool.
Yeah.
He is someone that I would. There's like authors that I wouldn't talk to just because I know how much they would not want to hear from me. And he's one of those.
James is a profoundly unassuming man. Like he's just a softly spoken.
Oh, yeah.
Like you would not know that he had made multi-million dollars from his various projects. He's one of the best-selling authors, I think, maybe of all time now, but certainly one of the best-selling fantasy authors. The numbers are eye-watering.
Crazy.
You wouldn't believe it. He does so well, but he's very humble about it all.
I think you get to a point where you get enough money where I think you just become humble.
I think you got nothing to prove, have you? Like, ultimately,
it's like I don't care what you think.
Whatever.
You don't like something I wrote? Whatever. It's one of those things where
give a shit.
I know he's great. There are like those just echelons of authors, and I hope Maurice is like that soon because I really want to like latch on to his fame and fortune.
Yeah, sure. Get those coattails.
And Saga, him and James are gonna be best buddies, and it's like,
yeah, sure.
We'll see. Cello's Gate is fine. I don't think it's.
That's all right. It's doing what it does well.
It's good. It's not as good as Maurice thinks it is. Let's be real. It's Firefly fanfic.
Does he listen to these?
He probably does secretly. I'll send him clips. So I'll usually, whenever like he comes up, I'll usually send clips. And he's forever in my debt though right now because a couple weeks ago I gave Robin a copy of Cello's Gate, one of the arcs.
Nice.
She's very excited because she loves Firefly.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, people. Robin Hobb, my best friend.
Sure, you're on first name terms. That's cool.
But she loves Firefly, and I was like, Robin, I got a book for you.
Have I got the book for you? Do you like Guardians of the Galaxy and Serenity?
She loves it.
It's great.
She loves it.
It's great.
Yeah, I was like, you can read this as after you finish my book. You can read this.
And she was like, no, I'm gonna read this one first. I had a blurb in Coup recently because Pierce Brown blurbed The Infinite State. My agent got him a copy of that, and he read it and blurbed it, and we were all very. There was some dancing on the tables after that came through.
That's a good blurb,
isn't it? That's
a pretty good blurb.
We were pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
You can't.
That's you talk about rich and famous authors.
Hey.
Yeah.
That is the exemplar. And I mean, actually, it was got Peter Hamilton, which was a huge one for me personally, because I read Peter Hamilton's books growing up, and when someone like that, blurbs you, think,
no, I get it.
That's full circle.
That's how. Yeah, no, I mean that's how I joke about Robin, but obviously she's been my favorite author since I was in high school.
Yeah.
And to be able to see her once a week and like write with her is surreal. I've been doing it for almost a year now. It's still surreal.
Why did she let you into her inner circle?
I don't know.
What have you got on her? I don't understand.
Nothing. I have nothing on her. She just lives
those
close.
Photos. Just.
Yeah.
That's my family go. You son of a bitch.
I just stood on her driveway for like 6 months
with your gun.
Like, come on.
With your American gun.
With my lightsaber, and she thought it was cool.
Sure.
And she's like, "Come on."
She said, "Is that
No,
Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber?"
Yeah.
You got tattooed on your arm.
She actually does not like. I got a Night Eyes.
Okay.
From her books.
She doesn't like it.
She likes it. She was like, "Why would you do that?" Just like because.
I've had a couple of people. I've had two over the course of the last 4 years. I've had 2 people message me on Instagram and say, "I'm going to get a tattoo from the Empire of the Wolf. What should I get?" And I'm always like, I'm flattered, but please don't do that. Like, I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like it's too much.
You could probably do some cool tattoos.
Or you'd get a 2-headed wolf, wouldn't you? Ultimately.
Yeah, that'd be. I'd like that.
Or a Sovan short sword. I've dabbled with that idea myself. I'm not going to make Von Volt like You know how like Daenerys turned out to be a horrible psychopath, and then all those people had children called Daenerys.
You're not going to do that.
I'm not going to do. And then Von Volt's not going to turn around and be like, a child molester or something.
Yeah.
So like, if you wanted to do that, you're on safe. The trilogy is finished. So you're on safe ground now.
We got these novellas. We don't know what he's doing, what he was doing in his younger days.
That's true, actually. Not that. Yeah, not that. I got another one of those coming out soon.
Yeah, with Grimdark, right?
Yeah.
I know. So Adrian did my design for my book.
Adrian Collins or Adrian the other Adrian?
No, Adrian the designer.
Yes. Shit, what's his name? Gibson.
Yep. So and he was talking. He said, well, he told me you guys had one.
Yes.
We had another one.
We had another one.
I was talking about. Yeah, because I like that. That's one of my favorite like special edition arcs that I got. It's just so cool looking.
It's so cool.
Black with the wolf and the gold.
Yeah, and the writing.
I know.
I had to do the writing fixing.
This is my issue with being like a book content person is you get like these really special things, and then you're really nervous that they're gonna somehow forget you on the next one.
Yeah. I'll forget you as soon as I turn the screen off. You're right to be frightened. That is a well-founded fear.
I'm always just like, man, it's gonna look dumb if I have just the first novella.
I see. Right. How many followers have you got on Instagram now? 10,000?
No,
20,000?
Like
30.
30.
You see, that's a lot. I only have 5.
That's insane.
And I'm wondering, like, and I see some of these. Not that I'm actively, courting them, but I see a lot of bookstagram accounts, and some of them have like.
Do you need to get a hold of someone?
No. Oh no. But I'm saying sometimes no, fuck no. No, I'm good.
but there's about 3 of them who are pretty cool.
Yeah. But I'm like, which is great, by the way. But I'm like, well, how are these so how are these people so popular?
Yeah,
that's a lot of people.
So it's an interesting thing. So this is, I'll give you.
Go on.
Whatever. We're going over time. You're good.
I give you another 5 minutes. I better do some work.
Okay. Okay. You'll give me another 30 seconds to tell you this story.
Yeah. Go on.
So I started my account because I'd always wanted to write a book. Always wanted that was the goal. Get a book out.
Okay.
And then as I was writing, I was like, okay. It seems even if I get a deal or if I go trad, there's going to be some form of marketing I'm going to have to do for myself.
Yes.
And so I was like, you know what? I follow these idiots who recommend books that I've already read. I could do this better and talk about books I haven't read.
Yes.
So I was like, I'll just do that and see how that goes. So I like set this goal for myself I'm a big goal person.
Okay.
If I can do, I feel like I can do something. So I told myself I'm going to post every single day for a year.
Oh, wow.
And I did it, and I had 10,000 followers after that. And then I did it for another year. Then I had 30,000. So I was like, okay, now that I have 30,000 followers,
here's my book.
About a book. Yeah.
And then their follower count just...
It does. It does.
Here we go. Here's another one. All he wants to do is sell me a book. He's been playing the long con.
No, that's exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like in my mind, like my goal, in my head, I was like, okay, I want to get 1,000 followers and start talking about my book. Because that's kind of what you think. You just need like a small core people who want your stuff.
Oh, they do so much of the heavy lifting for you, for sure. Yeah.
So it was. So I don't know, but I don't. My account's a lot different than some of the ones who have bigger accounts as well, just because a lot of people are doing, you pick up on trends or something, and you try to follow that, or you talk about a new book that's out, or, everybody's talking about this right now. I need to talk about this right now. I need to comment on this. And I always told myself, I was like, the people who follow you for that stuff are not people who are going to buy your book.
No.
People who are going to buy your book are people who pick up a book because you convinced them to read it.
Yeah,
and they
sure.
hadn't heard of it. So that was always kind of my goal. And it just kept growing based off of that goal. So I just kept it going and then just kept writing.
Kept that train rolling.
So now at this point, even though my first book doesn't come out till September, I have 2 other books written. So, and I'm writing another one now. So it's, one of those things where I just have them waiting in the wings.
Sure.
And then now I can just...
Bang, bang, bang.
Let them fly. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to give them all. That's too easy for everyone. I'm not going to let them have it.
No,
like
don't do that.
That's why I'm making them all wait for, this is one of the funniest things I got to do was cap arcs. I'm only going to give away this. Like I have a limit of digital arcs I can give away.
Yes. Well, that makes sense. Otherwise, everybody's got the book for free, right?
Yeah. So it was really funny when I got to cap it at like 300, and people are like, "I'm getting back." They're like, "Oh man, I missed out on the arc." I'm like,
"Yeah, you gotta buy it.
It'll be for sale in September."
I think Jay will tell you the story when you talk to him next week. I think it was one of his books. I think it might be one of the Nevernight books. I think it was, but maybe not. Yeah. Maybe it was one before. And his American publisher gave away something like 10,000 arcs, and he was just like, guys, what the fuck are we doing here? He said he said he still gets people bringing them up to him to sign years late, like people who will just, and he said they were
just random people,
essentially indistinguishable from the paperback that ultimately came out. And I was like, that's because it was like that was pretty too many. Arcs are becoming a funny thing. Well, they're not doing them anymore. Printed arcs are. I know Hachette have a policy now where they just won't do them. Generally, for most authors. And if you get a printed arc, it's the sort of holy grail. But they're really paring back. Sadly.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I took myself off influencer lists and stuff because early on I was doing that, but it just like, I don't know, eventually it just becomes like a weird, like, you need to collect them kind of thing.
Sure.
It's like I didn't like that game. I have my arcs that, if I get an arc, like, I love Mark Lawrence. I talk to Mark Lawrence.
Sure.
We're cool, best friends. My best friend Mark Lawrence.
Yeah. Just call. I just call him Mark, actually.
I do do free work. I'm one of the judges for Spiffbo. So
right. Okay. So you do actually talk to Mark.
Yeah. but he sent me an arc for Daughter of Crows, and he's one of my favorite authors. So like that's the kind of arc that like I'm going to keep.
Sure.
Like, I care about this. Like, but it makes it feel so much cooler too when you get it that way, as opposed to
definitely
like emailing a publisher list to get maybe get it sent to you.
Please, sir, can I have the arc?
Yeah.
Did you get a physical arc of the Infinite State, or was that an e-ug?
No. So I haven't even got a digital one. Technically, I just got the one that you emailed me after it came back from your editor.
Oh, shit.
But I think that was.
I should not have done that.
That was last summer.
Right.
But,
cool.
Yes. So I might have been a really early reader.
I think you were. Yeah, I think you probably one of the first.
There was nothing crazy. There was nothing.
No.
Unless you made giant changes. But no, I think there was nothing.
I was going to make a joke,
like,
but I'm not going to make that joke. Yeah, that's cool.
No. There's no, so yeah, that's the only. I'm just waiting for. I want to get one of the. I want that UK cover.
It's good. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's real good.
Alex Reese.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yes.
I like that a lot. And then I'm guessing. I mean, when you guys announcing the Broken Binding one?
Yeah. Shut up, Noah.
But yeah, I'll probably get that one when that gets in.
Well, we don't know if there's going to be one, do we?
That's fair.
Hasn't been announced.
That's fair.
Has it?
Usually I have a pretty good pulse on.
Do you? You got a finger on the pulse
on the Broken Binding,
Do you?
mainly because people who work there just say stuff without realizing.
Right.
And now one of my friends just got hired at Grimdark Magazine too, so I should have everything.
I think, to be honest, that it's normally pretty obvious, isn't it?
Yes.
At least a couple of months ahead of time, I think people probably guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's easy. It's easy. You can just see like who Patrick's talking to, or talking about.
Yeah, or just see who likes the teaser trailer.
I know. And the great part is now I just have people tell me. They're like, hey, is this person doing it? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, sure.
yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's fine.
Who
That's
cares?
fine. Well, listen, it's 9:30 here.
Hey, go to bed.
It's only 2:30 for you, but I will say this: this is my longest episode. You have been the longest episode.
Thanks, man. Before I came on, I said to myself, I'm going to make this the longest episode.
Oh, did you? Did you? So before I came on, I said this is going to be the episode where I talk the least about books.
Well, I think that's probably about right.
And we were able to do that. So
yes.
Watch this be the most popular episode.
I think very little of writing wisdom was imparted or discussed. It's just a rambling.
That's okay.
Rambling conversation.
Last week they had Seth Ring, who was an hour of how to write and be an author.
There you go.
So,
well, you've already had it.
Yes,
that's it.
This is the novella.
This is the episode 10 of A Game of Thrones. We've done the episode 9, which is the now we're in the falling action. This is the this is just the
all
chill
the exciting stuff happened.
The exciting stuff's already happened, and now we're we're just tying up some loose ends.
But I am. Hold on. What dates are you coming to Seattle? Let me look. I guess you haven't announced it. Let me look.
Yeah, that is actually a secret. For fuck's sake.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Okay.
Is that the
so,
third, maybe? Third or fourth? No, second or third.
The 2nd
of September.
Okay, it's been announced at least in America.
There you go.
Just so you know.
You guys get everything first.
So, September 2nd. So I will see you on September 2nd.
See you then.
I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll see you. Third Place Books in Ravenna. They're gonna have to move that to the bigger one.
You reckon?
I'm gonna let you know right now. That's probably not gonna be happening there.
Okay.
That's probably gonna happen in Bothell, which is about
brothel.
15 minutes from there. Bothell, Both.
It's gonna happen in a brothel.
That's. I'm just saying Ravenna's small. I don't know why they booked you at Ravenna. Is there someone I need to talk to about that?
Yeah, get in touch with Tool.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just let them know. You can have them message me, or reach out to Third Place. But I'm just telling you that's not going to be big enough for yours.
I'll talk to Lauren. I'll say, hey, hey,
see,
we need 1,000 seater.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, Ravenna's great. It's beautiful. It's like in a cool spot. But Third Place up north, so it's a little further north. It's just bigger.
Okay,
it's just bigger.
Hey,
but you're a big time author. That's yeah, man. We filled that place up, dude. They had like 600 people in there a couple weeks ago for Matt Denneman.
Yeah, I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, I don't think I'm quite there.
Look, no, you'll be fine. But
what you don't want though, it's better to have a full venue that's smaller than a massive venue that's got almost nobody in it.
But what if the massive venue pays you more?
I don't. Well, actually, get my try. You know what? I probably shouldn't say this. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. No, yeah, no.
I'll stop the recording. Then you can tell me.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah.
Hey, thank you all for listening. Sorry, you're gonna miss out on behind the scenes stuff. But hey, go follow Richard on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. Follow Draft and
Don't follow. Don't follow. No, don't follow Noah.
Yeah,
he's got enough.
Don't follow
followers. Follow me. I need him.
Yeah, well, you're probably going to get some follows after this because I'll collaborate with you on some of these, and you will.
I want another 1,000.
There's no way you don't. People are going to be like, "Oh shit, this guy's on Instagram."
Holy shit!
They'll be like, "I know the guy with the smiley face art."
There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay.
All right.
I'm going to end it. Sorry, people. You're going to miss out.
Bye.